Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your man, Spaceman Stu, aka The Black Fiend, Black Phoenix Productions. You're tuned in to the UAPRadio show, the Underground Apocalypse podcast show, where we take the underground world and turn it upside down to the surface. But, like I said before, this is a special edition. This is definitely centered around the man of the hour himself, Coach McDowell. You've already been introduced to the man, heard a lot on his life. You see where his foundation started. You see where the strong structured foundation has led him to and all of his accomplishments. Teacher of the Year awards, Coaching of the Year awards, all the numerous amount of players he has helped, achieve so much more than they probably have ever dreamed of. But now we're here, just here in your home, and I have to say, Coach, this is a very, very, very nice home. Like, I really like it. How you doing? This is a very nice home that you have here. How are you doing? You seem relaxed. You over there clean. Is this how you normally chill when you
Well,
home?
this is like it's relaxing. Like I've been out doing some homebound teaching or whatever, and I just like being in my little space here. And nice community, nice neighbor. Nobody bothers. Nobody ringing on your door. No loud music. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You come in, turn the TV on, listen to music or whatever you want to do here. So it is peaceful, quiet, no mess, and I like it like that.
So what do you think something like that, gives a person that, has their own, place of peace where they can come home to meditate, pray, whatever they, their vice may be. What do you think that gives a person?
Well, it gives first and foremost to me, it gives me self-worth, dignity, and relaxation. I can just come in here and relax. There's nothing out there. I like working in the yard. I like doing the flower beds. I love that kind of thing. It's just peaceful, man. Just peace. There's no drama when you walk in here. No madness or anything.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about, you going coming in your house, somebody running in by and shooting at you. That kind of
Right.
It's just nice, satisfactory things that you've done that you can live the way we live without any pressure. What a lot of people don't understand is getting there, a lot of hard work to do what you have to do.
Right.
And like I told you before, college is great for us as I went, but it's not for everybody. Anybody, young guys, I can achieve way more than we have. Because the prejudice that we had to go through, you guys out there was not as prevalent as it used to be.
Right.
But again, me coming home and I like being out there, like in the yard, because you put time in it, you come in here and you just relax. I watch basketball, I do back there, I'm still doing basketball, trying to get kids recruited. I'm constantly doing that stuff behind the scenes. So when I come home, I just want to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Right.
And I like practicing 3:15.
Right.
So you just come in here and just relax.
No more teaching, no bells, no whistles, no balls. Just me.
Come in, put an old pair of sweats on, get out there in the yard, get dirt on your fingernail, whatever you want to do. So to me, that's just relaxation. I'm not looking to go to the clubs. I'm not looking to be out there in the street. Only kind of events I'm going is going to be nice social events where you guys can't get in 27, 28.
You're too young.
So I want to be in those kind of atmospheres where you can go in there and chill and, a nice jazz place or something. And I like vacation. I like to plan trips. We go on all kinds of trips, man. We do that. So it's been good. And I just go when I want to go, sit home when I want to, that kind of thing. I have to punch my clock.
So let me ask you this. Explain, give a piece of your journey as far as getting to this point. Like a lot of people, like we spoke on before, a lot of people may, see people that have a lot of nice things and they don't go through the long, strenuous grind that you may have went through, the quote-unquote good way or whatever. They may go about, like you said, out there in the streets, and you might have to worry about somebody being over your shoulder or your name getting drugged through the street.
Right.
Well, even if you do good or not,
they ain't gonna talk about it.
Right.
Everybody gonna like you.
Like, explain, that to get to this point and what mindset you had to keep in order to not get distracted to go to that life.
But I always had a goal. Even when I was in high school and college, I never lived in an apartment. So I didn't want to stay in an apartment.
Right.
So I knew in order for me to get what I wanted, I had to get a house. So with, 25, I had my own house. So I knew then that's the way I wanted to go. And And the only way I was going to get there, go to college, get a good education, come out and be able to work and save some money to do what I want to do. It wasn't going to get quick, fix things. You just step by step by step. I had it all laid out what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it by the time. And I always ask people, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, and so forth down the road. So I knew where I wanted to be in 5 years, 10 years, and so forth on down the road. And that was pretty simple for me, but everybody don't think that way.
Right.
Somebody, I want it fast, I want it right now, and I knew it wasn't going to happen like that. You know, I want to do it that way.
And it's funny you say, you know, what are you doing 5 to 10 years from now? That's something my mama, every 5 years, she always asks me and my brother.
Exactly right.
Like, I see y'all doing what y'all doing. You know, I'm proud of y'all.
Right.
But what's next?
Exactly. That's what it should be.
You know, you get to, a lot of people might get to a place that they're stagnant to where, or comfortability, like, all right, I'm content with where I'm at. But it's really more so of like, all right, you got to this level, put yourself back at zero, and where do you see yourself? How you get back to where
exactly right. That's the way it should be. And where you guys think that way, most guys 27 and 30, they don't think that way. They content. You can never be content. You can never stop learning. I'm always learning, whether I'm coaching basketball, whether I get stuff in the classroom. Just every day living out there, you learn something new every day. How can I take what I've learned and apply it to what I'm trying to do now? And that's what I do with everything I do. Just ongoing. It never stop.
Never stop.
Never stop. Mind racing all the time. Always think, what's next? What should I be doing?
So let me ask you this, like this mindset that you developed now, you know, as a young man coming up, was it an event or something that happened in your life that was like, I can't go down this road, like that made you like, all right, I gotta get myself in line? Was it an event?
Well, it wasn't necessarily an event. It's just where I was raised, where I came from, like in Galilee. Like I told you, most of the people in my community didn't go to college. They just hung out on the street. You see them drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette. And my thing back then, it's got to be a better life. It's got to be a better life. And so my father was able to put all of us in college. So we went through college, and me being old, I said, hey, I got to set the foundation. I got 3 sisters for them to see what it's like, right? And so I think I passed that on to those guys. And they've been successful just because I think it starts at the top. It started with me. And I knew I wasn't gonna work in no cotton mill. I wasn't gonna be no farmer. I wasn't doing none of those things.
Right.
So I didn't mind going to school, going to class, and trying to get good grades so I could come out and do what I needed to do. So I was fortunate when I went to App. When I came back, before I graduated, I already had a job here in Kings Mountain. So I didn't know what school I was gonna be at, but I knew I had a teaching job. And that's just based on by doing the right things the right way. I'm one of those guys. I'm not a goody two-shoes, but I never smoked in my life. I never drank beer, none of that stuff. I just knew this is what you need to do to make it out there. And I always had a good head on my shoulders.
Right.
Those types of things.
I asked that because, you know, a lot of times you don't necessarily let people into your personal life, but it, like as far as what I was saying, as far as with the street life, was anything that you did with that? Like for me, like it was like it was one time I called myself. I said it got hard. Like I was like, how am I gonna do this? Like I called myself. I said I was gonna pick up some cannabis and sell that, some weed and sell that. I was like I was telling my friends, like the same day that I started, the same week that I started, I quit. Yeah. This is how it happened. I got my stuff Sunday. Right. You know, Monday I got me, you know, something to weigh everything got on. Tuesday my car got broke into. They stole that. Yeah. Wednesday I was done. Right. Never picked. And see after that that can't be the lifestyle. Everybody be like, man, that's God got to be talking to you. Exactly. Like, which it was in a sense like to me like this is not for you. This is not for you. Like in the matter of 3 days, all this done happened. All that happened. A lot of my friends back then was doing it. They were selling that stuff. They were smoking that stuff. And they knew, man, you can't offer to him. He's not going to do that. Those were my friends, but I didn't do it. Never got deterred. I never talked about them doing it because it's each to their own. Right. And again, I just knew that wasn't for me. That wasn't a lifestyle. And I just been going along my own way, doing it, like I said, I do it my way. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just try to do it straight and narrow. Has it ever been, I guess you could say, you know, of course you teach, coach basketball or you're in the church, very heavily. Has it ever been a moment to where you took, your studies, like as far as with a kid, to a more personal level, like home, to where like, okay, I can mentor you after school, after the lights are off in the gym, after the school is closed down, church is over with, to where you still connect with a kid?
See, that's the thing. I do it all the time. I like the kid I told you that made all district. He texted me a few minutes ago, Coach, thank you for all you've done for me. It's ongoing. It never stops. So, like Gabe, he played for me. I still call him. He still do personal training. He still work with some of my kids. So I'm in touch and in tune with those guys all the time. So it never stops. It's just, Coach, you remember when? Coach, you remember this? So that's the thing I consider giving back to the community. Is being able to be out there where they can approach you. Because some people, those teachers they had, don't speak to them, wouldn't even know if they saw them again. But it's always coach, it's always that kind of thing. And I talk to the parents, I talk to the grandparents, I talk to them. So that's what, to me, that's personal. When you can get on, hey, you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Thank you, coach, that's right. They go on. So to me, that's all worthwhile in what I did with teaching and coaching. Because everything, it's a life learning skill, it's life learning, it's ongoing. You never forget it. It's like they say, riding a bicycle, teaching and coaching, I'll never forget. I can be 100, I'll still know how to do it.
Still can get out there.
I can do it.
Go beat the best.
I still can talk to you guys about the ups and downs, the way it is. And it's just, it's self-gratifying when you can just sit and see young people trying to make it. And then on the flip side, it's demoralizing when you see those other guys going the other way. Oh, they're gonna get for a while, then all of a sudden, boom. And some of the biggest drug dealers in Kings Mountain are some of the same guys you see now, don't have anything.
Right.
They were rolling once upon a time, had everything. Had cars, you see those same guys now, they don't have a thing.
And it tripped me out. Like it's a guy that where I stayed at. My mom used to tell me like he was the man back in the day. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like he had all kind of cars, houses.
Right.
Gone. Just like that.
Just like
I don't want a lifestyle to where I have everything and then it can be gone. I mean, but that's life anyway. You can be here today and gone the next second, which I can understand that. But if you
do it the right way, you okay with that. You okay with your time to go. But those other guys, you spend all that money paying lawyers to get it laid over, and the lawyers in the courts working together, and you black, you don't stand a chance. So in the long run, you spend all your money, you lose all your money, like you say, don't have a thing. So I'd rather do it the old-fashioned way, work, get it, and go.
Now let me ask you this. Now I know you mentioned as far as you seeing a kid, hey, you're not supposed to do that. Now when I was coming up, even if it wasn't my family member or my mama, my daddy, if it was somebody I was acting up, like it was one time. My mama worked with this lady, and I called myself, I'm going to my grandpa's house.
Yeah.
I'm about 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I done got her. My mama sleep, work third shift. She working third shift.
She don't know where I'm at.
I'm gone. I done get on my bike. I'm going to see my papa. I done got on my bike. I'm riding on the highway. But the road is a very busy road. There's no sidewalks, no nothing. I'm riding by this lady. Why you out here? Ain't you such and such son? I'm like, yeah. Get in this car. You ain't supposed to be out here. Now, you can't just get in the car with anybody to say that. But at that time,
back then,
she had to have known me. She called my mama's name out. But you don't have that no more to where, people are, I guess correcting, children all over the place. Like, what do you think is like, I guess, a lack in that area or something that can improve that connection?
The biggest thing now is babies having babies. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. Now you got girls 13, 14, 15 years old, 16, having kids. And so if you're a kid yourself, you can't raise a kid.
Right.
And so it's just running rampant out there because it's no control anymore. And if you're 16 years older than your son, what can you tell him? No, y'all doing the same thing. Y'all doing the same identical thing. So that old-fashioned homeschool-based thing is gone. It's gone. Because back when we were coming up, everybody had a house. They didn't have all the apartments every which way now. That's the greatest thing that hurt people is renting apartments now. It's okay if you're young, that's what you go, but you can't stay in an apartment all your life. But now, that's taken away from our society. And look how many fathers in the homes now. You could just count. On my basketball team 2 years ago, I had one kid had a mother and father. So I was the mother, the father, sister, and brother to a lot of kids. So I cherish that role, and that's why I stay in what I do, just to be that mentor to those people. Because without that, some of those kids would never have anybody to talk to, never have anybody to call. And matter of fact, 2 of those kids I had on my team 2 years ago, one went to the Army, one went to the Navy. Guess who they called as soon as they got there? All right.
Got to call Coach.
They
You got me here.
That's the kind of stuff that's just rewarding. I mean, it's nice to get the plaques, the trophies, but that's my greatest reward. They coming back. When they come back, you know you done it right. You know, if they saw me in the liquor house or the crack house, would they call me? No. Guilt by association. So those are things that I try to do and not to do, to keep somebody out there on the straight and narrow path.
I think a mentor, regardless of what age, a mentor or somebody that you can just open up and talk to is good across the board. And that's something that hopefully I know me and Poetic Ross was wanting to start, some type of mentorship to where even if it, young kids, boys and girls, of course, we're gonna try to stick with the boys. Try to get more women involved, of course, because that's needed to see both figures. But something like that to get going to, of course, instill those, those old foundations.
Those old foundations, those old core values, they need that. Because those guys don't have anybody. A guy 18, he can identify with you guys. Who do you have to talk to? Nobody. And so it needs to start with you guys giving something back so they can see. Everybody don't walk around here smoking dope. Everybody's not selling drugs. It's some good guys, and they'll listen to you too. So what you probably need to start some group. So it's not just the 2 of you. Get a little foundation, give yourself a name, meet somewhere, and just start mentoring to those young guys. Man, you'd be surprised what that would do.
I already believe it simply because
it'll work.
It's a lot of times like me and him both have been, just discussing stuff and we bring it up like, this is something we want to do, and somebody be like, man, I've been wanting to do something like that, man. Let me know when they get started. Like just hearing that, like there's more people out there.
Yeah, 2 or 3 can do it. Just get it started. And go from there.
Like you said, all we need is 8. 8 is all we need.
8 is enough. 8 is enough.
But Coach, man, since we, this is your peace, your area of peace, what's one thing that you want to leave people with that you dwell on mentally that keeps your peace? Like, what's one message that you would want to leave out to people?
Well, you can never give up. Never give up, no matter what it is, or how bad it gets, or how dark it is. Never give up. That's my thing. I always tell people, never give up. Because it's going to be obstacles, it's going to be hurdles, it's going to be rocks, it's going to be knives. Everything going to come at you. But you should never give up. And that's been my philosophy. Never give up. And I always tell people, I feel like it's a moral obligation for me to help the lost, the last, the least, and the left behind. I think they need more help than anything. And that's what I build my stuff on, is doing that.
I like it. I like it. And what I really like about that last thing, I know we was going to get out of here with that last message, but I like that. I think, a lot of people, they see a lot of stuff of what's going on out here. And they might be frustrated with how you don't understand that this is out here. But at the same time, like you said, you're here to help the lost and to guide them. Like, I feel like it's to a point now where, I might not have the veil over my eyes anymore. So I can help my neighbor say, hey, it's a pit right there, you about to fall. I see it, but you can't because your veil is still on.
Exactly right.
So I definitely appreciate you and everything you've done for the community, man. Now with the award, the Danny R. McDowell Award, the Humanitarian Award. Now, what do you want people to embody? Like as far as when we hand that award out to other people, what are a few characteristics or one main characteristics you want that individual to have?
Okay, accountability, behavior, discipline, and effort. If you put those things together, you'll be an okay person. Just put those things. And like I said, when I coach basketball, talk life skills, I'll talk about an ABCs. Gotta be accountable. Gotta be your behavior. Gotta be disciplined. Gotta have character. You gotta put forth the effort. Those 5 things right there, if you take those and and put them into any person out there, you got one great person. You just put those 5 there together. You got something.
5 make a mighty fist.
That's exactly right. You put those 5 there. And you just think about that as a young man or a young lady. When you put forth those 5 things and do them wholeheartedly, what kind of person would that be? Man,
great individual.
That'd be something special. And see, I teach that to my kids. I talk about when I'm doing Homebound. I say it's just 5 things. When I talk about basketball, it's just 5 things. When I talk about life, it's just 5 things.
Every time.
Everything's 5.
Hey, 5. Y'all know we live for the 5 too.
5, exactly. It's 5. And you put those together, rather you be surprised how easy life can be for people. And people make it hard. They put all it. And I don't worry about something I can't control. I don't ever do that. If I can't control it, I'm not gonna worry about it. But I put those 5 things. Anytime I need to make a decision, put those 5 things out there, coach, see what happens. Nothing else. I don't go over here and ask Mr. Charlie, Miss Sally, put those 5 things. Put them right there.
To your own principles.
Yeah, exactly right. Am I accountable? What kind of behavior is that? What kind of character am I? Am I disciplined? Did I put forth there? If I didn't do those things, I don't need it.
That's why I didn't achieve it.
Exactly right. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I wasn't accountable. My behavior wasn't right. My character wasn't where it's supposed to be. I wasn't disciplined, and I didn't put forth the effort. So I apply those 5 things to anything I do. And that's why my life is so simple. I don't get caught up in all that other foolishness or madness or drama. Just those 5 things.
Stay with those.
I stay with those, brother. Anything I do, whether I'm going to buy this, do I think I need this, am I going on this thing? If I don't put those 5 things there, if it don't apply, I don't leave one of them out. If this, are you accountable? I don't know then. Are you disciplined? Did you put forth the effort? If any one of those things, I can't put it on the check box, then I don't deserve it. I don't do it with anything. And that's why my life been as simple as it is. People think, that boy, hard. No, it's 5 little principles I use.
And see, if y'all see this nice home, like those 5 principles right there can get you the same thing.
Exactly right.
With effort, I'm amazed. Like man, hey, like
those 5 things, what I apply to everything I do.
I can dig it, man. Again, Coach, I appreciate everything that you've done for me, the community, everybody, appreciates you for everything that you've done, and you definitely deserve your just due.
And see, it was so ironic that you could say something like, nobody knows that except but you guys. The rest of them see you, hear you in passing. They don't realize what you've done. I don't advertise, I don't broadcast. I just go and do what I do. But for you guys to sit down and be a part of that, it's unbelievable. Nobody knows I use those 5 things with my life, whatever I do. Trip making, decision making, basketball. Nobody, those 5 things. Nobody knows but you guys. Now you got it straight.
We're going to be good for life.
That's what I use, man. That's it.
I can dig it. Well, folks, this is your man, Spaceman Stu, man. I don't want to hold you up too much from your piece. I would want to get back to my piece. But like I said, man, this is your man, Spaceman Stu, a.k.a. the Black Phoenix Productions. Here on the UAP Radio Show Special, here with Coach McDowell himself, the man. We'll get y'all another time, man. I know I'm excited. I know I'm cheesing ear to ear right now. Like I'm really appreciative of this. Like this is really a great thing right here, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here, man. Remember to like the UAP Radio Show page, man, and go check out the Bessemer City. What's the team name? The team.
Yellow Jackets.
The Yellow Jackets. I don't want to get that incorrect. Go check out the Yellow Jackets.
Come check
you go
us
see
out.
Danny McDowell out there telling somebody, get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
And we out.